Welcome back to another episode of my Fortnite Save the World replay series. Currently, we are just finishing the second page of Plankerton's missions, titled Deeply Disturbing Simulations. Listen for the Venerman Lab transmissions in successful missions in a Power 19 plus city, suburban, or industrial zone, rewarding 16,000 Survivor XP, a rare survivor, and an epic lead survivor. I mean, this doesn't have a mini boss, so that should be pretty easy. I'll be doing this Power 19 retrieve the data in a suburb zone. Hopefully, I can get all 7. But if I can't, I'll be deeply disappointed. Okay, I have a lot of weapons now. Let's kind of sort of manage things. Nope. So, like many other mission objectives done previously, especially throughout Stonewood, these ones will be marked using like the yellow exclamation marks. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to go into some buildings to find out if they'll be marked. I'm going to just kind of aimlessly explore the zone and then see if anything pops up. Hold on, I think there's one here. I was actually concerned that there wasn't going to be anything in this zone. So this is the listening device for the mission. The deeply disturbing simulations, the transmission equipment. Okay, now it's... God. Okay, so I'm just going to deploy that. I don't know why it changed from being a silhouette. Okay, so there's another one over here, it looks like, based on my map. I thought these would be basements. No, it looks like a lot of them are on rooftops. That's something that should be noted. Retrieve the data might not have been the greatest choice because it has the storm and everything. There's also a shotgun over here, so I'm gonna have to go and pick that up. Hey, a Huskbuster. Really good one, actually. Looks like we've got another one right over here. Deploy listening device again. That's already 4 of 7. If I don't get any more in this zone, that'd be actually alright with me. Because 4 of 7 is pretty good for what I actually managed doing, which was just mindlessly wandering around. So if this is the quest that you're on, you probably want to be focusing on checking the rooftops while you're exploring. So that seems to be where I found all of mine. But I also have not even looked for the mission objective. Is it? It is over there. That's unfortunate. I thought it was going to be in the corner. Okay, this is possibly the worst landing spot I've seen this week. I'm going to have to deal with it. What are you doing in here? Wow, he broke that wall fast. So I'm going to build with a little bit of everything, maybe. Let's get rid of these enemies here before they cause some trouble. Get out of here. Go. Get lost. Thank you. So looking at our modifiers here, wall weakening, that's probably very dumb of me to use wood then. But that should be fine ultimately. Okay, I actually just have to think about what my options are here. Because I don't actually have many. I should have leveled these up by now. It would have been a very good idea. I'm gonna try something. Okay, you know that this one might actually just not be necessary at all. I'm just going to do that. Okay, you know what? This one's not going to be necessary either. I'm just going to do that again. So when using broadsides, the most effective way you can use these for damage, I mean, in my case, they're very underpowered, so maybe the damage will be awful. But the most effective thing you can do is use them like this, where they're ricocheting between two walls. So when the enemies walk in, they will fire, and basically each cannonball fired will just bounce repeatedly between this wall and this wall, allowing the same small set of cannonballs to hit the same enemy or group of enemies multiple times before eventually despawning. This is something I don't see that many people doing, as opposed to just spamming them out randomly and then thinking that they're doing very good damage with them, when in reality you're doing the extent of nothing. And I don't really have a lot of great options when it comes to traps. It's kind of funny though. Seeing as I only have 2 openings, I should actually use these 2 wall launchers. Not that it's going to be a good thing to pair with the traps, it's just going to be funny. That was an accident. So I'm going to grab my wall spikes. I'm going to use only like 4. I may as well come up here and place my base like right there. I'm going to use wall spikes here and here, and then there and there. I actually probably should have placed them over here as well. That was way more broadsides than I realistically needed. Using underleveled traps is not usually a good idea. In my case, it's because I'm an idiot. So I'm going to finish this build up with a couple traps. Why am I limited on how many of these I can craft? Oh, right, fiber syrups. That kind of figures. So the point of this build is that the enemies are going to want to walk into like these sections where the broadsides and all these other traps in here will be dealing a lot of damage to them all at once while in a very closed off environment. I also have a few more options of going more offensively so long as they don't switch their spawns very often, which granted they probably will. Like, considering their main point here is going to be this ramp, or possibly that ramp as well. I actually have a lot of options to use some traps over those ramps. Like, because I have some ceiling drop traps. Actually, I think a good idea right now would be... I mean, this might backfire later. Probably will, knowing me. But I'm just going to give that a simple block off, which will hopefully make the Husks want to ignore that one. Not that I think they're going to focus it either. And then we're going to use the drop traps just like this. As usual, I'm facing the opposite direction when I'm placing them. So I'm facing towards the way they're walking. So the enemies coming up from this way, when they get hit, they will be falling backwards down the ramp, keeping them away from me for an even longer amount of time. That's kind of the only point. That one was an accident. I'm just going to do these for what kind of makes it look like there's a bit more reinforcement. I don't actually know how much this would help. I'm going to also grab 2 anti-airs. One there. One like right there. Okay, I'm going to ignore whatever's going on in there. I probably don't want to know. And since I've probably got all the objectives, the transmissions things for my current objective, I'm going to let things kind of just play out. I'm not using a defender yet because, at least as of right now, it doesn't seem super necessary. As right now, it kind of seems like I've got the upper hand on the enemies. Might do a little bit of farming while the mission's going on, so long as I can keep things contained well. Which I think that's going on right now. I think it's going to be containing everything, but I'm also going to need to start leveling up my traps again. Granted, I doubt I have schematic XP. This block off, by the way, that's only there in case of anything being up on this ridge here. I don't think that can happen, but it was in case something happened. I wasn't actually looking when I made that. The drop traps are actually just killing them. That's kind of what I expect. They're actually slightly higher level than the enemies here. There, that's exactly why I wanted to set it up like that. God, I always say this when I have enemies coming from ramps, but I wish I had Plasma Pulse so I could just drop it and have the effects of Plasma Pulse just rolling down this ramp the entire time. I need to just choose a different weapon real quick. Something that I'm not going to be wasting energy cells with. I have not used a Super Shredder in a long time. Maybe this is another thing I should make a video on specifically. Next time I'm making stuff for, on my main account. Okay, so apparently they're not changing spawns really. If anything, I think they got pushed further back. I don't know if that's correct. Usually it's really dumb to set off the propanes, I'd say. But if they're far away from player-built structures, far away from teammates, but close to other enemies, then it's kind of fun to set them off and watch them friendly fire their own team. I'm starting to consider how much I actually need to be here right now, helping out. I mean, like I think everything's got itself covered. I'm just gonna stand still for a little bit. I chose to keep a lot of the defense out of the video this time around. Mostly because since I was 4 of 7 on my actual quest objectives, that means I'm gonna have to play another mission. And I don't really want to make this video absurdly long by having to play 2 missions. I want to try to keep things shorter if possible. So in terms of mission rewards, same usual stuff, a ridiculous amount of Battle Pass XP because, you know, I need that on this account. And an active power cell, that's always nice. I don't know what that was, but that gave me X-ray tickets, so that's kind of cool. And that's probably from the mission alert, I believe. I don't know if I have, I do. I do have a Viper, so I don't need that. And I actually need to check. Could I possibly level this up? Yes, I can. Good perks, actually. I don't remember if I commented on that when I first got this. Either way, with 4 of 7 on my actual mission objective, I'm going to have to play again. Okay, right off the bat, we actually see one here. And just like last time, on the roof of a building. That's probably... I mean, considering all the other ones that I've gotten were also on the roof of buildings, I'm going to assume that's just how they naturally spawn, right? Wonder if I can spot any more. Okay, so I actually see 2 more, so that's perfect. So I only need these last 2. And of course, once again, these last 2 also on top of buildings. Oh, some ammo. I'm just gonna use that to get fast. Okay, I was not expecting to break anything there. Doesn't matter. And a chest. That is a nice reward to get for the mission completion, technically. So my main objective, I'm gonna look up in the sky, not find. There it is. It's over there. That's slightly better than last time, I think. Probably not really. I'm going to do the exact same thing I did last time, except this time I'm going to use metal. With my now leveled up broadsides, that should also make the damage on these a lot better. My limiting item here is the rough mineral powder that figures. I'm gonna need more than 4. I don't know why I only crafted 4. See, I'm out now. Gonna need 4 more. And I'm gonna get rid of these sound walls because I'm not gonna use them. Oh yeah. This is a bit of a problem, I think. And we may as well get rid of this because I'm not going to use that. I was using these. And I didn't even know there was a blaster right there. Let's just ignore him though. He's not a problem yet. So until he becomes a problem, I'm just not going to look at him. And then maybe if I choose not to look at him for long enough, he'll just go away on his own. And that should be the basis of the setup here. I have this random anti-air. I don't even know where it came from. I'll just place it there. That's good enough. We'll clear out some of this stuff as well. Oh, he's lucky that didn't damage anything that I built over there. I kind of want to go and stop everything I'm doing and look for a trap anomaly, but I think that's probably something I shouldn't be doing right now. So there is a trick with retrieve the data. I think I've used it or talked about it in the past. So if I wait for the balloon to land naturally, the defense lasts for less time. I might take advantage of that right now and just go off and do something else while waiting. On second thought, I don't think I actually have enough time for this, so I'm going to just try to get this done now. Oh, come on, give me... I haven't even used this one, I don't think. Should I place down a sniper defender and give him something? That seems like it might be a good move. Helps a lot to manage the crowds. I don't know. Is it necessary? I'd say probably not. Let's do it anyways. You take that. There's no gas trap in there. And considering that I have 4, I'm thinking I didn't put any in either of them. I did not. I'm an idiot. With the sniper defender placed, it's also just helping kind of pick off some individual enemies. I just tried to mark an enemy and remembered if I press Alt, the key that I normally use to mark enemies on my main account, it just flashes my inventory. That's cursed. I don't know why I need that. This thing is a meme weapon, I swear. Although this quest did take me 2 missions to complete, I did ultimately actually get it done today. Level 4 loot with, once again, an obscene amount of Battle Pass XP that I don't need on this account, trust me. And just gold. That wasn't... I don't know what that was, actually. I'm not going to say... I'm not going to even pretend I know what that one was. Killer Storms.
Alright, are you sure you're ready?
Was that actually...
Commander, it's time to expand
Oh,
the
that was
storage
actually my
Since
main
you don't
quest.
have Pop's expertise,
Rare Survivor
Pop will be
Epic
in
League,
charge
yeah,
of
that
the ground
figures.
game. So, good luck to us all.
Plankerton, Storm Shield Defense 2, or Plankerton Defense 2 as it says here. That is my next quest. 100 X-ray tickets, Expeditions Rowboat Slot 1, Hero Loadout Slot, Squad Close Assault Squad, that's Survivor Squads, and Perk Recombobulator for changing the perks on my weapon schematics. Those are all the things I unlock from doing this. Though, like I said, this will take some actual effort from me, as I'm going to have to, I'm pretty sure, place a new amplifier to defend that one. I think I've already got things planned out for that. As for this epic lead, I don't think he ended up on my squads. No, he didn't. Can he end up on my squads, though? I wish. Do I have any hero XP left? I do. Let's waste it. I specifically did that to get to power 20. I just want to make sure that's a known fact. Though I did spend a lot of my remaining Survivor XP, I'm now power level 20 on this account. That's great effort towards my goal. And I mean that because I'm still very far away.